So a new regime means old faces. I guess Spencer Dinwiddie came under Nico Harrison, but Dennis Smith Jr. was a Donnie Nelson guy. And the report from my coworker at HoopsHype.com, link in the description if you guys want to read more. Hit that like and subscribe button and comment down below. Who do you want to come back to Dallas? To Spencer Dinwiddie or Dennis Smith Jr.? Personally, I would love Dennis Smith Jr. That would just be the best arc. But some people would be like, well, you already have Dennis Smith Jr. and Dante Exum. And I'd go, okay, I get what you're saying. But the idea is, because right now they don't have a backup point guard. If they could bring in both guys, that would be sick. Right now, the team is Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, PJ Washington, and Daniel Gafford would be the starting lineup. Or Derek Lively would start, and then Daniel off the bench. And then Maxi Kleber, Najee Marshall, Quentin Grimes, and Jaden Hardy are right now your bench, with Dante Exum, Omax, and Dwight Powell and AJ Lawson making out the guys who are on actual deals. We assume Melvin Ajinça is probably going to be on a two-way with Alex Fudge. So with that being said, they have 14 dudes on deals, even though AJ Lawson's a non-guaranteed. So they could bring in both Spencer Dinwiddie and Dennis Smith Jr., who would Jaden Hardy and Dante Exum are more. Jaden Hardy's more of a shooting guard, okay, like a six-man. That's the hope with him. Quentin Grimes more of a 2-3 guy, not really a facilitator. Dante Exum, same thing. Yeah, so they don't really have a pure backup point guard. So Spencer Dinwiddie would also help if Jaden Hardy isn't ready to be the six-man and take that Tim Hardaway Jr. role. Spencer Dinwiddie could help out there because they don't have a pure scorer off the bench. So, look, I know Dinwiddie had an abysmal shooting year this year, but let's bring him back. He plays with a chip on his shoulder. He can play make. He has a knack of finding a way to the rim, and he's got size. He's like 6'6", bro. He can get open. He's tough to defend. He gets hot and he can be clutch. So I say cut at AJ Lawson as much as I like him. Cut him. If you really like him, bring him back on a two-way if he still can. He might have hit his third year of service already. And I think he's someone you have there because he can play shooting guard or point guard. Even you can run a Luka, Kyrie, Spencer Dinwiddie lineup with, Kleber and Gafford if you wanted, or PJ Washington and Lively. And then you bring in Smith, who can be the defensive, more of like actual point guard, even though he averaged, only like 4 assists, but 6 points. He's a guy who's a lead guard with really good athleticism. He's got really good length. He's good in transition. He's strong as hell. He loves to cut, get easy buckets, plays off ball really well, does a good job of involving his teammates. And yeah, his jumper's a little iffy, but Smith is one of the best perimeter defenders at the guard position. And I think if they can bring in both guys on like minimum deals, oh my God, do it. Do it. Getting rid of AJ Lawson's worth it, in my opinion. But yeah, I just don't see where. I just see he's perfect for Spencer Dinwiddie at this point. He's not going back to LA. I think for Spencer, the best success you've had recently was in Dallas. Let's go back there. It's the same team, or same, like, obviously coaching staff and primarily the same team. Works out there. Obviously Kyrie's there now, but he was there when they won that Western Conference Finals run. And then you bring back Dennis Smith Jr. as the defensive, and he actually gives you a point guard. So you have two guys behind there. And then the guys right now you have in line who to be your backup point guards, and Jaden Hardy and Dante Exum, who aren't actual point guards, go back to being actual, guards and stuff. So that's just my opinion on that one. It just makes the most sense because, like, what you go on. If you have right there, and both of those guys should be taking minimum deals. I can't see them making like anything that would take up the mid-level exception. By the way, if you take minimum deal, it doesn't count against the salary cap, as like it's a minimum deal. So you want as many minimum deals as possible because they don't eat up the salary cap.